Did someone say let's go to Alaska and not drive there? Well, we were all in. We joined the Switch It Up cruise to Alaska on the Norwegian Encore. If you're new here, we're Pam and Ken, and we are the Roadsmiths. Cruising has its trade-offs, not enough time in port, tight schedules, which are opposite of the things that we love about RVing. We flew to Seattle, boarded the ship, and were whisked away at 20 knots, all while not cooking or cleaning the whole time, having almost 24-hour entertainment and unbelievable views. Well, that right there made sense despite the trade-offs. This cruise made stops in Juneau, where we saw a glacier in Wales, Skagway, where we rode the famous White Pass train, Glacier Bay National Park, where we were surrounded by, you guessed it, glaciers. On to Ketchikan, where we found a bear feeding on salmon, with the final stop in Victoria, British Columbia to see the famous Butchart Gardens at dusk, and we were treated to an amazing fireworks display. We stayed in Seattle for an extra day after the cruise and retraced our visit from 10 years ago with two of our girls. We'll break this trip up into a couple of videos, so after the intro, let's take you back to the beginning.
All right, we're heading out. We've got our drivers here. Well, I say our drivers, it's our daughter and son-in-law, and you just saw them in the last video. So they're gonna take our truck to the airport with us. Sorry about that. And drop it off, and they're gonna bring the truck back to their house. So let's go to DFW. It was off to DFW Airport for a quick 3.5-hour flight to Seattle, where we spent the night before boarding the ship the next day. Well, good morning. We just getting ready to take the bus up to Pier 66. We stayed at this Hampton Inn right by SeaTac Airport just to kind of make it easy. They've got a shuttle that goes from here. So the shuttle from the airport to here is free. The shuttle from here to Pier 66 is not free. It's $20 a person. But I looked at Uber, and Uber was like, yeah, for Uber XL was 70, for Uber X was 60. So I think it's pretty reasonable. A bunch of people coming off the cruise are actually checking in, I guess, here. So we are about to hop on there and head to Pier 66.
Shall we get in? Our chariot awaits.
Once we arrived at Pier 66, which is the terminal that the Norwegian Encore departs from, the check-in process was really simple. Knowing that 4,700 passengers disembarked just that morning and 4,700 passengers are being reloaded, get the ship provisioned, all the rooms cleaned, and get ready to leave by 4 o'clock is just amazing. So, you know, Pam makes best friends wherever she goes. And we just did our muster station drill explanation, and look who she's friends with.
Welcome to Encore Casino. No, because that is not Casino Manhattan.
Thank you.
So what do you do when your room's not ready? Eat. The day we left was just an absolutely gorgeous day in Seattle. We hope to see this kind of weather on the cruise in Alaska. Wow, it's just beautiful. And it's gotten cold now. It was actually really warm in the room earlier. We just come back from dinner, and we've left. And this is kind of, I don't know if you can see it or not, snow-capped mountains, and that's kind of the, you know, that Olympic National Forest area back there, according to the map. Just beautiful. Just temperatures definitely dropped, and the wind has picked up. Obviously, we're moving a couple knots, so I'm not going to hang out on the balcony too long here. But dinner was good. The first dinner we had in the Manhattan was really good. We did the buffet at lunch, and that's, you know, typical buffet stuff. But the dinner was really good, and we had a great seat, and it's had some great company. So we're just going to chill out here, walk around the ship, and check things out. It's day 2 of the cruise, and not a lot. I mean, we had the, and Pam's going to dance class. No, she's not really.
No.
It's day 2. Woke up, did breakfast. We had a dinner last night with friends, David and Robin, part of the Switch crew, and former Alliance owners and friends of ours we've met several years ago. Great people. So we are heading down to the atrium level.
Whoa, we're rocking it a little bit.
We're definitely rocking and rolling. That's not the camera. What was really fascinating yesterday when we boarded the ship is, so the ship came in, and of course there's a lot of cruise ships, is it came in, the other tour embarked or disembarked, and then we got on the ship, and it's like a well-oiled machine. It's just amazing how they can get those people off, get new people on, clean the rooms, restock everything, and then get underway. Really, in just several hours.
And they actually let people board early, and they delivered the luggage.
Yeah. We got our luggage a little bit late, but so anyway, we're gonna go check out. So at 11 o'clock, they are doing a thing about how they actually run the cruise ship, and we'll record it. I'm not sure how much of it will show because it may be long, but I think it's fascinating. You're gonna have several of the crew members and the cruise director talk about just the logistics of that. And so if you've never been on a cruise before, one, it's awesome, but just understanding how they manage this many people, this much, stuff they have to do, and cleaning and getting ready and reprovisioning is, we could all learn a lesson from that.
And I'm curious to know how many people they employ, because there are a lot of people working on this ship.
Well, write that question down. We'll have to ask it. Just kind of raise your hand. So let's go to the atrium.
During a typical 7-day cruise. Now, this could go up or down depending on demographic, time of year, itinerary, but we're all familiar with the word average, correct? Give me a nod. Make sure that we're awake. Good. So we go through about 15,000 pounds of pork, 12,000 pounds of pork, 15,000 pounds of beef, 50,000 fresh eggs every single week, and there is only one chicken. So she's super hardworking. She needs to be for team member of the month. It's a little frustrating, but I'll get over it. We go through about 700 pounds of ice cream, and that will go up in summer months or on holidays, as there's more junior cruisers as well. But don't worry, plenty of ice cream on board for us. I will make sure of it. Now, is anyone here on our beverage packages?
After the cruise director was finished going through how they provision the ship, she brought up 3 crew members: the hotel general manager, the assistant general manager, and the food and beverage director. They spoke about their favorite things to do while on the ship and took some questions. One of the most fascinating questions we found was from a young boy who was asking how he can get better internet service so he could game with his friends back home. The cruise director handled that question very diplomatically and basically said, "Parents, you need to get this boy out more. You're in Alaska." Now it was time to go get ready for dinner. Other than the buffet, there were 5 no reservation required restaurants and several specialty restaurants which do require reservations. The specialty restaurants range from French food, seafood, steak, Italian, Texas barbecue, a New Age restaurant, and some others. With our package, you got to choose 2 specialty restaurants during the 7-day cruise, and our first night, we chose the Japanese hibachi grill known as teppanyaki. Not only was the food great, the entertainment was outstanding. And after dinner, it was a busy night. It was time to catch the first of the 3 shows we were going to see that night. It's been a hard day's night, and I know what you like. The British Invasion, featuring the Beatles impersonation band, was really good. They played so many of their hits. Now it was on to see one of the 2 marquee shows on the ship, The Choir of Men. All right, it's day 3, and we are approaching Juneau. And the weather is pretty much what you might expect. It's not awesome. It's not bad. It was actually a little bit rainy or colder and foggy last night, but
it's not raining.
Pam's
That's most important.
Pam's enjoying the view of the railing because when you sit in the chair here, you're like perfect eyesight with the railing.
Under or over.
But last night was a great night. We had dinner at Tapanaki. Great, Japanese hibachi bar. The singers were just, the chefs were just singers as well. And just what was amazing to me is how many of the words of American songs they knew more than we knew, because they were able to rattle off those songs like nothing. But then again, they probably do that every day.
I was going to say, if it's your job, I'm sure
probably 10, 20 times a day. Great day. We're approaching Juneau. The entertainment on the ship last night was really good. We went to go see, what did we go to? We went to see, we didn't see the comedian because we got there late, no surprise there. And the only seats that they had were around the corner so we can hear the comedian. And what we heard, he was pretty funny. He was pretty good. Guy from Chicago. And then we went to the Beatles invasion thing, and we saw probably 3/4 of that. And that was awesome. By the way, we got a member of the Switch It Up crew over here, just kind of hanging out. One of our neighbors, a lot of Switch It Up crew here. And the Beatles invasion. I want to go back and see, because we had to leave before they finished the last song.
Choir.
So I want to go back because they played a lot, but I didn't play Hey Jude. I got to listen to it. We got to hear Hey Jude, and then we went to go see the feature show, one of the 2 feature shows on the ship, the Choir of Men, and they were awesome.
Fantastic.
Really, really. There is another show called Icon of the 80s, and apparently they only have 2 shows, and they're both sold out. So we're going to have to try and get into a standby and some of that. But anyway, we're approaching Juneau, and today's excursion is the whale watching in Mendenhall Glacier. We hope we can see it. It is clearing off a little bit. Let me give you a view of this. I mean, this morning was just foggy and sort of rainy, drizzling, and we're like, oh, this is not going to be good. But I think we can deal with this weather.
Yeah, this is actually not bad at all. Temperature's pretty nice.
Anyway, we're just going to wrap it up here. We're going to get ready. I think house cleaning is coming any minute. And we want to get ready to meet at our departure lounge at 14:45, which is 2:45, obviously.
Oh, and we have to eat lunch before we go. I mean, because it's all about the food.
It's all about the food and drinking, So, anyway, we'll see you on the Mendenhall Glacier and whale watching tour. So we just got to Juneau, and we're actually here early, which is really kind of surprising because you would think, they're just so on top of these schedules. But we got here. There's another Norwegian in here, Norwegian Bliss. You've got a Princess over here, Han America just coming in, and then a Royal Caribbean out there as well. So you've got basically what looked like 5 cruise ships in this small little port all at the same time. So kudos to the pilots that navigate this stuff around. So we had to wait for the Bliss to leave, and they were late getting out, and we were early getting in. So it's kind of like changing the gate and airline, but we couldn't change the gate because there's only so many so many big docks for these cruise ships, and we had to wait for the Bliss to leave. So it's left, and now we're just waiting for the Holland America to go by, and then we're going to disembark and head out to the Mendenhall Glacier and the hopefully whale watching, live whale watching, not like the dead whale that we saw on the beachside earlier.
I hope we see a bear.
Mendenhall Glacier is a 13-mile long glacier. It's known for its ease of accessibility, being just 12 miles from Juneau, and is the only glacier accessible by road in all of southeast Alaska, which is very interesting because Juneau itself is not accessible by road, only by air and sea. Yeah, this is really cool. So the Mendenhall Glacier, and they've got the falls over there as well. And Pam was commenting when we walked up here about how many videos and pictures, mostly Instagram, that we saw that people are up here by themselves. And if you plan it right, you can really do that. But what Instagram doesn't show you is this.
Thank you. You want us to take you?
Instagram is not reality. YouTube is probably more like reality.
I don't know though. I think we tried to know people as well.
You'll see the video of what it looks like with no people, and then the reality of everybody else that's up here. And this is not even as many people that got off the bus. It was like a mad dash.
Well, a lot of them went.
A lot of people went to the falls, and we just decided because you
Nugget
can see the falls from here, but I think you get a better view of the glacier. Well, I'm not sure. You get a really good view of the glacier from here. You only get about 20 minutes.
No, we've been here for a long time.
Well, by the time you leave the bus and get back to the bus, so it takes millions of years for a glacier to form and disappear. It takes you 5 minutes to see it and say that's enough. Yeah, we actually, I don't know if the video will show it, but we looked at it through the binoculars, and then you see all the crevices and everything. So, yeah, I wish I could take some video or picture through that. We'll see how it zooms in. So let's head back to the bus before we miss it. One bus took us to these 2 excursions, and our driver, Elliot, well, let's just say he could be a stand-up comic on the ship if he wanted to. Pandemonium was broken out. We spotted our first whale. Just looks like just a single one, small. I'll try and pick it up here on the GoPro, which would be impossible. Oh, I just see it right there. While we saw a number of whales on this tour, we could not get that iconic shot of their fluke. The captain said they were not diving very deep because their food source was mainly shallow.
Yeah, we're diving in.
All right, last one's off the boat. Last one's off the boat. You guys can go home now. All right, that was a great trip. You waiting for us, Elliot? This is our bus driver, Elliot. Say hi to everybody.
Hello there.
He's been a great bus driver. You should actually be you should be a stand-up comic.
Yeah?
You can do that. You could absolutely do that. I love the joke, so it's very entertaining. Yeah, very entertaining. Saw about 6 whales, but you know, I saw a rock that looked like a grizzly bear, so I got distracted, so I didn't see it fluke. But we got some good footage. We'll check it out. What a great first couple of days on the cruise. But we're also excited to get on to our next destinations of Skagway, Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, and Victoria. We hope you can join us on those videos. Thanks again for watching.